Welcome to the WHHI News. I'm Allie McNair. Here's a look at your headlines. Someday, Hardeeville will be the biggest city in the Low Country. The large Morgan Tract, just west of latitude Margaritaville, 2,600 acres worth, has been sold to the Hoyer Investment Company for $36 million. The company plans to build homes, commercial spaces, amenities, parks, and nature trails, expecting to break ground next year and keep building until 2044. Current zoning for the land would allow 6,700 residential units, almost twice the size of latitude Margaritaville next door, though the numbers on the new purchase are likely to change. The developer, based in Charleston, is already working on projects in Myrtle Beach and Berkeley County and is expected to partner with home builder D.R. Horton. Census Bureau says Hardeeville's population has gone from 3,000 in 2020 to over 10,000 in 2022. Well, shark whisperer Chip Michalove has taken technology to a new level, tagging and releasing a huge great white shark with a tiny video camera that could give us an even more amazing look at how the sharks off our coast live. The shark, named Leabeth, is nearly 3,000 pounds, a female, almost 14 feet long, and estimated to be in her mid-20s. Leabeth was tagged last week by Michalove and biologist Megan Winton of the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy, who put the first camera on the dorsal fin of a great white in the southeastern U.S. Now, you can learn more about Leabeth through the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy or through the Sharktivity app. Well, if someone in your family has the flu, you've got plenty of company. South Carolina and Louisiana are the two worst states for flu. Children's hospitals across the state are full, and the first flu-related death of a child was reported in the upstate. Doctors say it's only going to get worse. 5 people in all died from the flu statewide in the past week, making it now 11 for the season, and the number of hospitalizations has grown by 40% in the last week, to over 215. If there is any good news at all, it's that the case count of RSV patients has been going down. Doctors say it's still not too late for you to get a flu shot, which can help reduce the severity of the illness, even if you do get the flu. Well, we told you earlier this week that 3 Bluffton citizens had filed for the town's soon-to-be vacant town council seat, with Larry Toomer elected mayor in November. Make that now just 2 names, both beginning with Emily. Bob Berger has dropped out of the special election, which will take place the day before Valentine's Day, leaving Emily Burden and Emily Meyer to battle for the seat. In Berger's withdrawal statement, he endorsed Emily Burden, saying the two had very similar priorities. This Saturday, veterans will be honored at cemeteries across the country, including many locations in Beaufort and Jasper counties. During the annual Wreaths Across America ceremony, remembrance wreaths will be placed on the graves of veterans in honor of their service. Now, that tradition began in the late 90s when a Maine owner of a wreath company found himself with extra wreaths, and along with volunteers and organizations, laid the wreaths at Arlington National Cemetery in tribute to veterans. This Saturday, Wreaths Across America will take place at over 4,000 locations. Now, if you'd like more information on these stories and more, visit the news sources on your screen, and be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram, as well as X, formerly Twitter. If you have a story idea, email us at news@WHHITV.com. Here he is with sports, Justin Jarrett.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. Wednesdays in the winter are for wrestling, and some of the area's best hit the mats last night around the Lowco, with the action centering on Beaufort. We had a quad match on tap at Bridges Prep, where the budding Bucs program hosted John Paul II, Bamberg-Ehrhardt, and a combined squad from Thomas Heyward and Colleton Prep. It was the Golden Warriors who won the day, as both JPII and Bridges took down the Red Raiders and the SCISA barnstormers. But Bailey Homer came up with a clutch pin in the final match against the Bucs to give JPII a 45-36 win. Daniel Snyder and Jackson Reilley each went 3-0 with 3 pins for the Golden Warriors, and Jase Reynolds, Bailey Homer, Jude Witkowski, and Brandyn Horton also went undefeated. Trevor Jones, Kevin Summers, and Byron Douglas Jackson all had 3 pins for Bridges Prep, and Jeremiah Chavez won a battle with Bamberg's Jamie Downing to sweep the night at 285. Thomas Heyward's Jacob Alfonso and Giovanni Rodriguez and Colleton Prep's Carter Sims were also perfect on the night. Beaufort High also stayed perfect in dual meets by sweeping Hilton Head, Whale Branch, and Colleton County to improve to 5-0. All of Beaufort County's best will be in action this weekend, going head-to-head at the Low Country Invitational at Hilton Head High. We went deep on the local high school wrestling scene and talked a little MMA last night with the debut of the Lowco Grind, presented by Reverence Wrestling Club. Catch it on demand anytime on the Lowco Media Network, and join us next Wednesday at 10 p.m. to get in on the grind. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Coming up next, we'll find out how pediatricians are lobbying to get menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars off the market. Stay right there.